So it's been a while, it's been a month since naggawa ko ng content about my intention on pursuing the No Plan B journey. And I thought mas magiging clear siya yung mga next steps for me kasi may clarity ako on what I wanted. But in reality, mas naging magulo siya. And may mga na-realize ako na katulad na may mga requirements pala akong kailangan pang i-push, hindi lang yung pagtitake ng exam at pag-iintay ng results ng exam. And ang pinaka nag-hit sa akin is yung reality ng finances kung ipo-pursue ko ang teaching. Yun talaga yung reality ng pag-pursue ng dream mo. So, ang dami nga nangyari nitong nakarang buwan. Last March 14, nag-record kami ng podcast namin here in condo. And the next day, it's like signature exam ko na. So, it's easier for me to travel from here to Manila. And March 18, we did the PC on the Rocks. So, nag-volunteer work ako as part of the registration team. Doon ko na-realize how I'm able to show up for others and also for myself na mayroon pala akong resilience if I really wanted to pursue things that sobrang love ko. Sobrang happy ko lang na I able to give my time, my energy, and effort. So, that reminded me of what I'm capable. I'm able to witness myself kung gaano ako ka-generous and resilient in pursuing things that I really love. Kasi, sobrang love ko ang community. Volunteering works, like, okay lang kahit lalabas ako ng pera, ng energy towards helping others para mag-materialize ang vision nila. On top of that, I'm able to pursue things na gusto ko talaga. So, let's do some story time. Ano nangyari nung exam day? So, di ko in-expect talaga na magiging emotional yung day na yun. Kasi, since galing ako dito, dala akong laptop, dala akong mic, so sobrang bigat ng bag ko. At parang ang dala kong bag is 2 bags. And then, I need to keep safe pa yung documents. Like, hindi siya magusot and all. Then, may mga hurdle na hindi ko ina-expect. Like, nasira yung bag ko. Tapos, ang dami ng laman. Like, may tubig. Meron pa akong baon na pagkain. And then, mali pa ako ng building ang pinasukan. Pumila ako na sobrang haba sa pila. Tapos pagtaas ko dun sa 6th floor, I found out na hindi yung building na yun. Ang nakakatawa pa, nilakad ko siya from 1st floor to 6th floor kasi yung pinilahan pala namin is for elevator. Pwede naman palang magagad. Siguro isa sa mga grateful ako is sobrang babait ng staff ng PRC. Hindi na ako pinagmukhang tanga. Like, girl, ang bobo mo naman, di mo naman alam yung building. Pero hindi, kasi sobrang, hindi naman siya talaga naka-exact sa notes na meron palang 2 building. Hindi ko sinunod yung intuition ko to look for other entrance kasi nakita ko na yung entrance na yan, pero sabi ko, sige, push ko lang tong pila. Find out, it's for an elevator na hindi ko pala building. And after that, pagdating ko sa tamang building, maling floor pa yung napuntahan ko. Akala ko 5th floor ako kasi nga na-trends ako, bawal mali. Konti na lang, 7:30 na. Tama ba? Or 6:30 na. Kasi 6:30 na. Sobrang na-stress ako na pagdating ko sa 5th floor, inassist uli ako ng mga PRC staff. And then, yung room, sabi, ay, puno na po kami. So, it's not that. Kung tingin ko, mali pala ako ng tinitingnan na list. Sa 6th floor nga pala ako, sa sobrang sabog ko siguro. And, yun nga, yung ayoko mali. Upon entering the 6th floor, I managed to see my room. May room assignment. At ako na lang ang iniintay. Tapos, sobrang hassle kasi ang dami kong dalang bagay lang siyang iwan sa labas. Pwesto ko is nakaupo ako which is staring sa window. So, yung window, sakto sunrise. Natapat na ang ganda ng view. I really felt yung deja vu at that moment. Na parang gusto kong maiyak. Kasi, feeling ko, may ang dami kong pinagdaanan this day, this whole month, ng February, ng March. and hindi ko sure kung makakapasa ako, but parang nag-sit in yung emotion ko right there and then ito na yun. I'm really doing things for something I love to do, something I love to pursue. Siguro kung hindi ko lang na-control yung sarili ko, baka tumulo yung luha ko, but sobrang touching yung I'm really making things happen. After all the hurdle ng pagtitake ng exam, medyo nagkalma naman ako. Nagpahinga ako to give grace for myself. After a while, I decided to pursue yung next step. Maghanap ng school na applyan. So, mga private school yung target ko. Doon ko na-realize na this is not gonna be easy in terms of finances kasi sobrang baba ng sweldo ng teachers, especially sa private. May mental block pa ako na, paano yan? Yung nasa qualifications nakalagay is dapat graduate ng education, which I am not. Graduate ako ng IT, but nag-take lang ako ng units para, ay supplemental units, para ma-qualify ako mag-take ng licensure exam. Sakto naman, at a certain day, nag-drop yung DepEd result ng hiring nila ng mga teachers for lahat ng level, elementary to senior high. And then, I was checking the form, tsaka yung mga requirements, qualifications. Sobrang happy ako noong una kasi nakalagay, they can give yung mga senior high school teacher applicants ng 5 years ata or within 1 year na makapasa ng licensure exam. Pero pwede pa rin naman magturo. Tapos, so nakalist siya, no? Mga eligibility, experience. Siyempre, experience, di nila nire-require yung experience. And sa training, doon ako nag-cross. Kailangan pala may NC2 certification, especially if ang kukunin is sa senior high school. Unlike sa junior high school na yung kailangan is pasado na. So sabi ko, ito na, may opportunity na. Kaso hindi ko pala na-foresee yun. Sabagay, wala naman kasi ako mapagtatanungan or napagtanungan. I'm pursuing things based on the information na nasasagap ko lang online. After all that, check ako ng mga requirements and all. Tapos nag-inquire na din ako kung saan may training ng NC2. Unfortunately, wala pa. So, dinisregard ko muna yung intention ko to apply for DepEd na teaching position. But I see the light. So, here's the real dilemma, yung finances. Kasi may hinahandle pa akong utang. And alam ko naman na maraming way to earn money. Everything is possible talaga. Nandun pa rin yung takot. Gets na ng mind ko na there's a lot of ways to earn money. Pero iba pa rin talaga yung alam mo sa sarili mo na secured. So, hindi ko ma-push through yung pangarap ko na to if hindi stable yung income ko. And syempre, ayoko naman compromise yung security and safety ng survival ng family. As a sane person and a rational person, tayo, may growth na tayo. Hindi na tayo pa bigla-bigla sa mga decision. Hindi na tayo impulsive sa mga decision. So, parang nag-ask ako ng strategy kay Bestie, ChatGPT. And ang una niyang advice sa akin is, unahin ko muna yung masecure ko yung stable income, which is, kahit naman siguro hindi ko i-ChatGPT, yun yung pinaka-clear na answer sa dilemma. Siyempre, binago ko yung mindset ko doon na I'm not limiting myself. I'm just doing things in a rational way. Girl, hindi kailangan masacrifice yung safety and security ng ibang tao just for me to pursue my dreams. So, speaking of impulsiveness, doon ko na-realize na I don't need to do things the same way back then na I'm pushing through blinded faith. Oo, may faith ako that everything will work out. But yung stress, yung thinking na I'm not good enough towards the process, hindi ko na maulit yun. Alam ko na yung better way to handle things. Na, oo, kailangan may faith, may courage, but jumping blindedly, leaping of faith just because, isn't actually having faith. It's just being reckless. And recklessness is not goodness. My goodness. risk. Yun, parang faith can actually doing calculated risks, thinking things throughout, and creating certain plan na yung plan na yun, pag isinurrender ko kay God, it will be blessed if aligned. If it doesn't work out, God has His own way of providing and aligning me. Siguro sobrang thankful ko lang nitong experiences na to is kapag nakakaramdam ako or nakaka-experience ako ng deja vu, it's like a confirmation from the universe, from God, na I'm on the right track, na whatever is happening right now, I made the right decisions, na I made aligned decisions. Sobrang at peace ako on that, na hindi ko talaga iniisip na yung result, but I'm starting to love the process. Hindi ko hate yung journey. Actually, I'm enjoying what I'm discovering, kung ano yung mga hindi ko alam na nalalaman ko. And it really excites me. Siyempre, may scary part pa din. But most of the time, excitement na I'm pursuing things na sobrang different from the path from 10 years ago. So, minsan, bago tayo dalhin ni God sa calling natin, binibigyan niya tayo ng circumstances na makita natin sa sarili natin na we can handle things differently, we can handle things better than before, and I know I'm exactly on the right path because of that. I'm really learning how to build this thing slowly, but I know that it will last. So I think that's all for this 1 month worth of update. So thank you for watching. I really hope na you still pursue things despite everything na nag-limit sa'yo. If you wanted to have a conversation around it, DM mo lang ako. Ililink ko yung mga social media links ko in the description. We can do soundboarding call. We can spend 1 hour online. Pwede rin face-to-face if you want. If you want to have a really conversation, just let's have coffee over that. Kung ano yung dreams mo. Ano yung mga dreams na sinurrender mo na, ano yung mga dreams na gusto mong mag-take action in. Let's see things through, kung baka matulungan kita in terms of strategizing. Baka lang magkaroon ka ng clarity when you voice things out, kasi I really, really believe on that, na the more you talk about the things that you wanted to do, mas madali siyang nagmamaterialize at mas mabilis mamaterialize if you're talking to the right people, like people who are supportive of you in making things clear for you and may intention to really help you through your journey. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.